I got some advice for Van Hunt regarding his relationship with Halle Berry. Get out! Get out now! Now available in paperback and coming to Kindle Unlimited. John Haynes, Dark Succubus. The man who rules the world is tempted by a sultry succubus in this all-new John Haynes series adventure. Get John Haynes, Dark Succubus in paperback or pre-order on Kindle Unlimited today.
Better get the coleslaw, y'all, cause we're having us a barbecue.
Halle Berry says she won't get married to Van Hunt unless he signs a prenup agreement. Now, Halle Berry is insisting that Van Hunt sign a prenup agreement because she doesn't want him to put his hand in her Birkin bag, which has already been made 20 pounds lighter by the child support that she has to pay Gabriel Aubry and Oliver Martinez. Now, Gabriel Aubry is currently getting $8,000 a month in child support, which was reduced from $15,000 a month for his teenage daughter, Nala, and Oliver Martinez just got $8,000 a month in child support for his 8-year-old son, Maceo, and will be getting a percentage of every dollar that Halle Berry makes, over $2 million. And with both of these men's hands in her Birkin bag, Halle Berry's bag is 20 pounds lighter, and Halle Berry doesn't want the bag to get any lighter as related to her alleged over $90 million net worth fortune. Halle Berry doesn't want to lose any more money to men, so what she wants to do is go out here and insist that Van Hunt sign a prenup agreement if he decides to ever want to get married to her. Now, I believe Halle Berry basically has blown her last chance at having any sort of marriage proposal made by going out here and insisting that Van Hunt sign a prenup agreement, because this insistence that Van Hunt sign a prenup agreement is a disrespect to him as a black man, because Halle Berry didn't go out here and ask Gabriel Aubry or Oliver Martinez to sign prenup agreements when she was involved with either of those white men, and what she wants to do is go out here and disrespect the black man by saying that he has to go out here and sign a prenup agreement in order to be married to her. And again, that is disrespectful to that black man, because it shows that Halle Berry does not see him as the head of the family that she wants to have with that man, and that Halle Berry has no interest in submitting to the leadership and authority of Van Hunt. No, what Halle Berry wants to do is wants to subjugate Van Hunt, because what she's doing, instead of looking to submit to his authority, is say that the money has more value than he does. And that's the message she's sending by saying, oh, Van Hunt needs to go out here and sign a prenup agreement. She's saying that she does not see him as the man in the relationship. No, she basically sees him as less than her, and he needs to submit to her authority and have a relationship on her terms. And this was the issue that led to all of Halle Berry's previous relationships breaking up, starting with David Justice, Eric Benet, Michael Ealy, Gabriel Aubry, and Oliver Martinez. All 5 of these previous men have stated in reports that the main reason why they wanted to leave Halle Berry is because she's domineering and controlling, and it looks like to me that what she wants to do is try to control Van Hunt with this alleged $90 million fortune by saying that if he wants to be with her, he needs to go out here and show her that he values her more than her money. But what she's doing by making this statement is basically disrespecting Van Hunt because she's saying that she does not respect Van Hunt as a man, and she does not regard him as a man who is worthy of marriage unless he submits to marriage by her terms. And that is the ultimate form of disrespect, because if a woman wants to marry a man, she usually wants to go out here and show that man that she is wife material by, one, looking to submit to that man, and two, looking to find a way to serve that man and look to help meet his needs. That is what a woman shows a man that she's interested in being a wife. But what Halle Berry wants is a guy to be under her terms, due to the trauma she suffered by seeing her mother being abused by her father. And because she saw her mother abused by her father and abandoned the family, what she wants to do is get power over a man in order to feel emotionally secure. But whenever a woman tries to participate in this type of behavior, what happens is that woman winds up driving that man out of her life. I go in depth on this as related to the paradigm of failure in my book, Why 70% of Black Women Are Single. And Halle Berry basically follows the paradigm of failure to the letter, looking to go out here and find a male who will go out here and be submissive to her, a male who will follow her lead, a male who will go out here and do things on her terms. But the true nature of man is to be the one in charge. And because men want to be in charge, oftentimes what they will do is go out here and buck whenever a woman tries to put them under subjugation, and eventually they will wind up leaving, because to be with a woman like this means that that man would be placed in a submissive role like a child, and no man wants to be placed in the role of a child and emasculated like this. Because what Halle Berry wants to do, while these white men are putting their hands in their bag for her money, she wants to go out here and find a black man and grab him by the testicles, rip his testicles off, and put them in the change purse of her Birkin bag. And as she has those black man's testicles in her Birkin bag, she can feel some sort of self-worth as a woman. And that's where Van Hunt really doesn't see how he's being disrespected by this whole statement that, oh, he's out to get my money. Well, when you were out here with Gabriel Aubry and Oliver Martinez, what did you think they were going out here to get, Halle? That's the critical question I'd ask Halle Berry. What did you think Oliver Martinez and Gabriel Aubry were doing? Because Oliver Martinez and Gabriel Aubry, basically, they were seeing marriage the way white men see it, as a business, and they were looking to build wealth at Halle Berry's expense, because they understood how the family courts worked, and they understood that in the system of the family courts, the person who makes more money is the one that's going to have to pay child support, and in some cases spousal support, in order to maintain that lifestyle. That's what most of these white men understood, and that's why they were able to get over on Halle Berry once they decided to put the full force of white supremacy on Halle Berry. But Halle Berry, what she wants to do is get revenge on those white men by trying to emasculate a black man, Van Hunt, who believes that he's the soulmate of Halle Berry. No, he's just a simp, and he's a simp that Halle Berry basically wants to break down and humiliate. And this whole statement about this prenup is her way of trying to find a way to emasculate and humiliate Van Hunt and make him pay for all of the failed relationships that she had with these white men. And she's still harboring anger over those relationships with white men, still angry that she has to pay a racist Gabriel Aubry for child support, even though he calls her the N-word, angry that she has to pay Oliver Martinez child support and pay him part of her revenue, and angry that she has to go out here and come out of her pocket with these men because she doesn't know how to have a relationship with a man, because she has no values or character. And because she has no values or character, this is why she's in the 99-cent store looking for some pookies to get with instead of getting with a quality man. And as she's out here with these pookies, now she's looking to go out here and try to get Van Hunt to sign an extended warranty that will only cost him his testicles, his dignity, his self-respect, and his self-worth. Because if he were to sign away that prenup, he would not only be signing a prenup, he'd actually be signing away his manhood, and he would be saying that he has no balls and no backbone, and he wouldn't stand up to Halle Berry, and that she could basically go out here and openly and flagrantly disrespect him, because that's what she's saying when she says, oh, I want a prenup because I don't ask the white man for a prenup, I don't ask the Hispanic man for a prenup, I'll go out here and have kids with those men. But you, Mr. Black Man, I'm going to come to you in my older age after I have already been ran through, have over more miles on that atomic waste reactor in the skid mark jockey thong than an 89 Yugo. And you're going to sit there and then tell this man that in order for him to get a commitment in a relationship, he has to go out here and sign this prenup, sacrificing his position as head of household, sacrificing his position as leader in the relationship, sacrifice his ability to go out here and be the one who's supposed to be running things. No, he's supposed to run behind you and be submissive. And again, I would say that agreement is one I would not agree to. I don't care how popular Halle Berry is or how much money she has. My intangibles of manhood would be worth too much to go out here and get involved with this woman who already shows that she doesn't trust this man. Because again, if she trusted this man, she wouldn't be putting her money first. No, she would be going out here understanding, if I get with this man, I'm getting with this man under the standards of God, but she doesn't want to get with a man under the standards of the Most High, and that's why all of her relationships have failed, and this is why I believe it's the beginning of the end of Halle's relationship with Van Hunt. Now, Halle's relationships tend to end around the 5-year mark, and we're getting right around that point where we get out of Halle's euphoric stage, and then when people start to get to know the real Halle, she starts to show herself, and once she starts to show herself, that's when the men start looking to go head for the hills, because they know they can't win the test of wills with this domineering, emasculating woman. Yes, she light-skinned and pretty, but her attitude stank like a bag of ravioli, and because her attitude stinks, most guys don't want anything to do with Halle Berry due to her low self-esteem, her trust issues, and this is where we see the trust issues come up, because she does not have faith in the men that she gets involved with, and because she does not have faith in those men, it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, and that's what's happening here right now. We're seeing the beginning of the end of Halle's relationship with Van Hunt, because to, again, ask this man who you've been with who's your soulmate, who you're supposed to trust more than anyone, for a prenup agreement shows a complete lack of faith. And it's that lack of faith that basically has undermined every one of Halle Berry's relationships and basically led to those relationships ending. And with Van Hunt, even though he's one of the biggest simps in the room, getting involved with a baby mama with 2 kids by 2 different men that she's paying child support to, he's a big simp, and he's basically her final chance at getting any sort of relationship. And as the final simp, as I talked about in one of my classic videos, he's basically being the one being made to take on all of the emotional baggage that she received from all of these other men. And as she goes out here and projects all of her anger on this final simp, Van Hunt, what's happening is the final simp may find his way out the door, and this may lead to the Halle Berry becoming a permanent resident of Bust Downtown at 57 years old. Now, Van Hunt is 52 and he has adult children, but why would he want to stay with Halle Berry if she's going to disrespect him like this? That's a critical question I gotta ask, Because for a woman to again say, oh, I want you to sign a prenup but in order to marry me, after he's already been married to another woman who basically, even though she divorced him, possibly gave him more respect, and children who gave him more respect, he possibly would feel like, oh, it'd be better for me to go back to them rather than try to go out here and just to say, went out here and I got Halle Berry to drop the skid mark jockey thong and allow me to get a taste of the atomic waste from the special place as I participate in some nuclear fusion. I mean, that's not worth all of the intangibles of manhood to be married to a woman who wants to emasculate you. So when I look at Van Hunt, I see a guy who basically is going to be headed for the door, and I see Halle Berry basically winding up with losing her final simp. And as the final simp heads for the door, I see Halle Berry looking out from the apartment window of Bust Downtown in apartment AD. And as she looks outside of the apartment of Bust Downtown's AD, seeing Van Hunt drive away, she's going to be realizing that this was her last chance, because at 57 years old, ain't nobody checking for no Halle Berry. No, only guys checking for Halle Berry after this point will be old pookies or young guys looking to go out here and get a PS5 by giving old Miss Halle some little freak action on the side. But most guys ain't really going to be checking for no Halle Berry at this point, because her values and character show that she's extremely unattractive, and it's unattractive for a woman to go out here and say, oh, I want you to sign a prenup agreement. Again, you'll say this to the black man, but you won't say it to the white man. And again, this is a disrespect directed at the black man, thinking that the black man only wants all of Halle Berry's money. Again, this is a woman who says that she's worth $90 million, but 1 minute was crying poor when she was making her corny little movie Bruised, which was one of the worst movies I've ever seen. I mean, as she was making Bruised, she said she didn't have any money when she was giving out child support to Gabriel Aubrey of $15,000 a month, but all of a sudden she's worth $90 million, and that's where I have to call BS on that, because again, I read the reports where she said, oh, I financed and directed Bruised, which was sold on Netflix and really didn't make a lot of money. I mean, this movie only cost $3 million at the time, but she's worth $90 million. And that really makes me, again, look at this woman and just look at her with a side eye, because she's sitting there talking about, I got to protect my money from the black man. But when the white men were out here, they were able to go out here and be able to get their taste of the atomic waste from the skid mark jockey thong. Once it was dropped to her ankles, they were able to go out here and have kids with Halle Berry. They were able to go out here and spend money like they wanted. But Van Hunt, a musician who makes his own money, a man who already has been married and has his own family, in order for him to marry Halle Berry, he's got to go out here and submit to this woman and not be seen as a leader like a man. And again, guys like Van Hunt don't understand their value as men, and because they don't understand their value as men, they sit there and allow themselves to be disrespected by this old bust down, because of any man who understood his value would be out here looking to work with another younger woman, looking to build a family, understanding you can't be a soulmate to a woman who has no soul. And that's what Halle Berry is. She's a woman without a soul. And what this dark succubus wants to do is suck the life out of poor Van Hunt, who doesn't see that he's being preyed on by a predator in apartment AD of Bust Downtown. Now, if you want to learn more about women who wind up in Bust Downtown like Halle Berry, you can pick up my book, The Woman Crisis, on Amazon.com in paperback and Kindle format. You can also find it at other online booksellers like Smashwords, the iBookstore, Google Play, and Barnes & Noble. And if you want to learn more about why women like Halle Berry wind up on the paradigm of failure, you can pick up my book, Why 70% of Black Women Are Single, on Amazon.com in paperback and Kindle format. You can also find it at other online booksellers like Smashwords, the iBookstore, Google Play, and Barnes & Noble. Now, if you'd like to see me making more videos about taking celebrities to the barbecue, you can send a donation to the Patreon, the PayPal, or the Cash App by clicking the links in the description box. That's all I have to say for this video. You can comment, rate, and subscribe.
Now available for the first time in paperback, Why 70% of Black Women Are Single. Learn all the reasons why so many black women can't find a husband and why 70% of black women are single. With Get your copy of Why 70% of Black Women Are Single on Amazon.com today.
Now available in paperback. From the author of the critically acclaimed book, The Man Crisis, comes The Woman Crisis. Learn why so many women have become lost in their quest to have it all in The Woman Crisis. Get your copy of The Woman Crisis in paperback at Amazon.com and online booksellers today. Support Black-owned and Black-operated digital broadcast media. www.niceradionetwork.com. Nice Radio Network, broadcasting 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.